Hey guys, it's TRIZE here, back with Automation, the car company Tycoon game, and what you're seeing right now is one of my latest builds called the Chevrolet Del Rio. This monster ute is pretty much like the ones you see in county fairs, monster jam events, or wherever they allow these guys to drive. As you can see, it's got massive tires, a jacked up suspension, and a powerful engine like any other monster truck. Anyways, I'll explain the details of this truck throughout this portion of the video. The body that I've used to make this monster ute truck thingy is made by a modder named Corvette6317 in his 80s executive mod file. This car body can be found in the Automation Steam Workshop. It has a lap time of 1 minute 33 seconds 42 milliseconds at the quote-unquote Top Gear test track and 2 minutes 38 seconds 49 milliseconds at the Automation track. It has a top speed of 213 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 in 6.07 seconds. This vehicle is partially based on the 8.9 liter or 540 cubic inch Merlin V8 engine that produces 676.5 horsepower and 650 pounds-feet of torque. It has a fuel efficiency rating of 13.2 miles per gallon and weighs 3,613.3 pounds, which equals to 1,639 kilograms. And now, let's go over the specs of this vehicle. In terms of how I made the quote-unquote Chevrolet Del Rio, the panel material will be made out of fiberglass with a space frame chassis made out of regular steel. With a front longitudinal engine placement, and both the front and rear suspensions use a solid axle coil suspension setup. For the engine, it's a V9 degree V8 engine made out of cast iron with the bore set to 114.3 millimeters and 107.9 millimeters, which gets the total engine size to 8,857 cubic centimeters, or rounding it up, which equals to 8.9 liters, or roughly 540 cubic centimeters, which I got it listed right here. And we're using push rod heads made out of aluminum. For the balance shaft, we got ourselves a harmonic damper to avoid the crankshaft from exploding, and for the rest of the internals, pretty much everything forged. A forged steel crankshaft, heavy-duty forged con rods, and regular forged pistons. For the compression, it is set at its real-life compression rating for particular engines in a racing setting at a 13.5 to 1 ratio, with the cam profile set to a 54 nearly at a sports setting, and the springs and lifters lowered down a little bit to a 42. For the fuel system, we're using a 4-barrel carburetor with a twin carb setup with a standard mid intake running on ethanol fuel. It's kind of funny, if I go to single carburetor setup, then we lose a lot of power, which I do know that the Merlin engines use a single carburetor setup, not a twin carb. With a twin carb, boom, we get like 70 more horsepower, even putting a race intake. This is worse compared to a standard mid intake, yeah? Alright, so the rest about the engine, the fuel mixture is set to a 13.0, the ignition timing set to a 77, and the RPM limit set to a 6,500 RPM. And lastly, for the exhaust everything, so we got ourselves some long tubular headers with a dual exhaust setup with the exhaust diameter set to a 69.8 millimeters, which equals to 2.75 inches. And of course, in the racing setting, no cats, no mufflers, and brought the quality to a +4. And right now, let's get a hear of what this Americanized V8 engine sounds like right about now. Sounds pretty badass for an engine like this, particularly a crate engine. And before going into the rest of the vehicle, so how I managed to get these big-ass tires and jack the suspension like, what, 5 feet in the air or whatever, is, well, under the fixture setting, if you go, like, I could click on the little gear right here that gets you to the advanced trim settings, and let you know this is for version 4.2 of the game. Going down to the wheel setting, which I got highlighted right here. So with the front wheels, the wheel offset set to 120, which I believe inches, millimeters, or whatever. 175 in the wheel width, and I think lowering it down. Yep, same thing for the rear wheels. And for the suspension, jack this bad boy up, max this out to 50 for the front and rear ride height. If I go to a 0, then... oh no. Oh. Oh, what the hell is this here, folks? We balled on some big-ass tires and stock ride height. only in North Carolina and Houston, Texas. Let me restore this and I'll show you the rest of the vehicle. Alright, got that done. So for the drivetrain, we're using a 4x4 drive type with an advanced automatic 4-speed with the top speed set to 217.5 miles per hour. And even monster trucks in real life, they only use 2 speeds, but since this vehicle is pretty modern, we can't use a 2-speed, but a 4-speed will do us. And since it's an advanced automatic, we can shift whenever we want to. For the tires, this is strictly for automation, like the sliders here, not what I got right here. These are probably like 600s or something. So the tires that we got with the sliders, a radial chunky off-roader with the front and rear tire with each set to 285 millimeters, running on some 23-inch steel rims. For the brakes, they're somewhat reasonable, but not the best. So we got some solid disc 3 pistons for the front with its size set to 380 millimeters. And the rear is also a solid disc 1 piston with its size set to 300 millimeters. And pad type kept it as is because, well, whatever. Aerodynamics, nothing much. Off-road under tray, jack the brake airflow quite a bit to a 20. And for the interior of this vehicle, well, unfortunately, we do not have an interior whatsoever because, well, it's a monster truck. Jeez, why do I keep saying it? It's a monster ute. Yes, monster ute. Because who needs one anyways, but pretending that we do got a full-blown interior, we got ourselves a single-seater with a basic interior and no entertainment whatsoever. So the rest with the driving aids, all that good stuff, no power steering, no traction aids, no safety standards whatsoever. And finally, for the suspension of this vehicle, we got ourselves some standard springs with gas monotube dampers with passive sway bars running on an off-road preset. Despite having a handful of problems in here, such as the lack of power steering, wheel spin issues, more wheel spin, oversteering, rear brake force being too high, edge brake being full, clearance issues, camera's about to explode, rolling being too high, rear tires having some rear wheel profile, front rear tires being too wide, and some brake fade, let's head on over to BeamNG.drive to see if this monster ute can crush cars like it should. Instability detected? What? Are you telling me this model doesn't work no more? Eat it, Rob Deerdeck. Well, apparently this model does not work with the new update of version 4.2.11. Fortunately, I did manage to export one during the 4.2.10 update, so let me give this bad boy a try. Hopefully, this does work. I believe these have thinner tires, right? Alright, so that's good. So here we are at the map of Grid Map version 2. Real briefly, take a look at this vehicle. So with the style of the vehicle, I pretty much try to like make it like a spin-off or a successor to the infamous Chevy Monte Carlo, mixed in with the El Camino. Like the front of the vehicle, especially with the headlights and everything, the grille placement, kind of looks like your 70s Monte Carlo, except for the bottom portion of the bumper. And head on to the back, this pretty much, in a way, screams El Camino, but not really. Got brake lights down here, middle reverse lights, top turn signals, and again, the SS badge right there. Which, yeah, pretty basic styling, mixture of a Monte Carlo and an El Camino, and that's pretty much it with this vehicle. Alright, so here I am. I've relocated myself somewhere in the open map right by the oval portion of the map here, the time trial circuit. So in this part of the video, we're going to be doing some basic performance tests with this truck, or ute, sorry. So the first test we're doing is a 0 to 62 acceleration test, followed by a 62 to 0 brake test, and lastly, we're going to respawn it to do a top speed run, which this vehicle here being this big, this powerful, this heavy, this all, this and that, I doubt this would probably reach its top speed, who knows? So right now, get ready to start the 0 to 62 test right now. Hit the gas. Not a bad start. A little bit of jiggling and... Wait for it. Wait for it. Still in first gear. Wow, still in first gear. 0 to 62 in 6.88 seconds of 326.87 feet. So I got the cruise control set. Let me set this up. Okay, it's showing 62 in the airspeed. What if I brake now? Brake. Braking. Oh boy, violent shaky jakes, and 62 to 0 in 4.57 seconds of 205.31 feet. As expected, well, not really expected, but since the body's shaked and everything, not good in the time, not that good in distance. So for a top speed run that is currently in effect, we're about to match our 0 to 62 with 100 per second worse compared to the first one. And we're in second gear. Yep, second gear, 150. Keep on going, 160. This is way faster than every ordinary boss truck you see, whether you're like Monster Jam, County Fair, whatever. Let's see. 200 miles an hour into third gear. We're still going. We're about to beat its top speed according to automation. Yeah, we did. Airspeed, no, but wheel speed, yes, but whatever. We're gonna slow this down a little bit. Okay, didn't expect to be in this position. All right, 8 times slow-mo, hide the UI, and go. Let me go to 4 times. God damn, every tire's off, so go to full time. Upside down as we go. I believe main engine is broken. Yep, main engine broken, engine start with oil, and somehow we flipped up on our sides. So damage of the truck, ute thingamajig. So we got the suspensions poking out big time up in here. Oh boy. And it's partially levitating off the ground, and more importantly, this truck is hella mangled up wherever you look at it. Especially from the front, like the front right, big time mangled up, but in the back, not so much. It's interesting. So before we do any time trial runs, let's see if this thing can crush any cars at the BeamNG Stadium with the freestyle portion of the map. Alright, for this portion of the video with this map here of BeamNG Stadium, which is a mod you can download in the BeamNG repository, we're gonna do some like basic jumps, off-roading, all this good stuff, and try to smash into like some of these cars here, like especially these cars right here, this camper van, this car too, and I believe there is a legitimate van, yeah, right here at the roof removed, the H series, and see how this holds up doing some real monster trucking stuff. So let's go to low range, lock the differentials, and let's just go with the program. So accelerate. God damn! Major shaking! And like that, we're upside down. Can we back some destructions to try to get this upright? Can we? We're struggling. Oil starved. Oh, we almost did right there. Let me... Please? Hey, got it. So some severe front end damage. Instead of doing some jumping, let's, well, do some jumping, but instead, jump into this car and into this trailer right here. We do it as is, we're not gonna respawn, we're just gonna play it as is. We got damage, who even cares? Accelerate, go to drive, and smash this bad boy, smash this. Yeah, do that barrel bus truck, bitch fool! Radiator leaking, and the front axle is about toast. So this can do monster trucking stuff, but, oh man, this axle's copper. Is the steering inverted? Yeah, the steering's semi-inverted. Well, it was inverted, and it is now again, so let's keep going. Well, there goes the tire. Might as well reset this. Hello, Mr. Van. Can I kill you? Yeah, and... Boy, this thing is so unstable. And again, with that hit, we got the suspension, the axle, like, completely compromised. It's stupid. And for the grand finale, oh, we got a little slap wheelie going, so... I can't steer. I want to say, grand finale in this condition, jump the trailer. Right, the shipping container. Alright, container. That was horrible. Front right brake damage, front right tire broken. Yep, we broke. Get us out of here. Oil starved. Whatevs. And rip goes the tire. Yeet this son of a bitch out. Well, doing all that boss trucking stuff, it pretty much took a beating, but it really can't do all that stuff. So right now, let's find a map to do a time trial run. Do this pretty short. Let's do the off-road circuit at West Coast, USA with this vehicle, the 4.2.10 version, not the 4.2.11 version of the Ute. So choose the original one and take Ute there in the noon hours with 2 laps right now. So here we are at the start and finish line, like directly underneath the catwalk up in here where it says like, what, this was some random sponsor, I believe. Yep, Alder, and Nodaline, whatever it says, how I pronounce it. So again, 2 laps this vehicle at the off-roading track because, well, since it's a big ass truck or Ute thingamajig, might as well make the most out of it. So get ready to start things off here in 3, 2, 1. Why is the tires moving? Go. Whatever. And, oh, it's kind of unfortunate that the little speedometer right here at whoopee, watch, hit the left button. That was close. I was about to say the speedometer in the bottom right of the screen, like you've seen in the free roam portion as well. I downloaded a custom mod and big jump. Damn. Super damn. And the axles are compromised. Again. We gotta restart. I'm screwed. I would say I downloaded a mod off the BeamNG repository. I think this is called like custom needles pack or something like that, where you got like, the velocity and the something like there's 2 different like speedometers you choose from, and same thing for the boost gauge. There's one of them, like there's 2 of them. It's for the speedometer and the boost gauge. You get 2 of them for each category. But fortunately, since this is a legitimate time trial, I gotta pretty much go to the UI settings and pretty much swap them out, which I'm not gonna do right now. And can it make this jump or no? Is he for it? 50 miles an hour? Offsides, defense number 43, 10-yard penalty. That means 5-yard penalty. First down. We rolled over. Good. So we can't make the jump, but we gotta be careful. Get up and get on up. And back to obstructionists. Yes, we did. Good. So yeah, this monster ute truck, whatever you call it, is 110% fragile. The axles don't support what this vehicle is. This is what happens when you make crazy automation vehicles like this. The game doesn't like really expect you to make something like this and put it into BeamNG.drive. Like automation has an idea, but BeamNG's like, yo, what the hell is this, man? What do you expect me to do here, fool? And not again. A big hit in the back end and rolled completely over. No, we're rolled completely over and there goes the front right tire. Is that my right? Yeah, that's my right. Oh, boy. Yeah, my front right tire is completely compromised. Well, because of the rollover or it being what it is? What it do, flight crew, FTC, flight team stand up. Yeah, look, if I steer right and steer left, it just doesn't want to steer no more. Let me restart and get a final time going. Dozens of restarts later. It's just impossible. Might as well just abandon it because, well, every time you get the front end down and smash to the ground, it's just outright impossible. So, might as well give this truck a freaking DNF. I can't do anything about it. It's been like 7 minutes trying to get this damn thing finished. I just can't do it. So now, since it's a DNF, can't do anything about it. Let's go to free roam and drop this bad boy to car jump array to see if this monster truck could be a monster whatever fight thingamajig. So take you there right now. So here we are at the top of Car Jump Arena, and we got a 3 light, a 4 light, and a 5 light, and get ready to accelerate this bad boy right now. So accelerate, here's the monster ute thingamajig, and whoops, we're at a camera angle, and go to regular camera, and better 0 to 62 at 5.18 seconds of 187.66 feet. We're swaying, sitting sideways, boys in a daze, 173, 74 miles an hour, and this is going to be a weird one. What if we brake and get a roof crash, so 4 times slow-mo. Not so bad. Go to full time. Oh my god. We're gonna hit the pole. Dead square in the pole, and main engine broken. I was about to go full speed, but the truck was going and then wiped out, hit this, and then flipped over aboard, that good stuff, and then end up right here. Forgot we're at full strength, so lower the strength, set this down fairly gently, down as so, and here we go. Rear of the vehicle. Bent up pretty good. The side of vehicle, bent up pretty good. The front of vehicle, super duper mangled up. The left side of vehicle, mangled up. And then back here, still mangled up. Alright, so for the last part of the video, let's get a true high-speed crash test going with this truck by crashing ourselves, going to high speed at the final bridge pillar of this here bridge. So we're not swaying hard as before. 150, 160, gonna hop the curb. Be careful. What you wish for, I did M&M stuff we're gonna miss. Told you we missed. Let me try again. Hold on. Let's see where this is going to take me. Through the guardrail. And right here is so. Goodbye, Mr. Tires. Let's try that again. Alright. Try this again. Hop the curb. No. Yeah, dead center. 184 miles an hour. Dead center. Dead square in this pillar. So get a camera going. Go to 6 times slow-mo. Hide the UI. We're going to do 100 times when we get close. So 16 now. 100 times. And here we go. Here is the ute. Boom goes the ute into the pillar. How about the rest of the ute? There goes the tire. The rest of the ute. And we pretty much compacted this boy, like, straight up compacted this boy. Oh boy, so 16? Yep, it's been compacted down. There goes the rest of the tires, all that good stuff, so full time. And how does the engine still run after this hard of a collision? Hold on, let's get this upright. Set this down real gently, and okay. About the vehicle, so where is the engine? So the engine is somewheres in right here? Hold on. Alright, so I found the engine. It is like pretty much where the wiper blade is at right here. So how are we able to get the engine to still run in the car in this condition? So engine still runs. The ute is completely messed up. I just don't get it at all. So that'll do it with automation and BeamNG.drive with the Chevy Del Rio. Well, this monster ute is unfortunately fragile when it comes to smashing cars, doing slap wheelies, huge jumps, and every single Monster Jam freestyle trick in the book. At least this creation is made possible thanks to the 4.2 update. Without it, then it would be a pain in the ass to get something like this to work. Well, to work at a certain extent. And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any videos like this in the future. And also check out my social media down in the description below. So this is TRIZE Rising Up, and signing out.